Join us for this episode of Chuffed Adventures as we continue our 4-day passage, obtaining some crew on the way, and arrive in beautiful Golfito. On day 2 of our journey, the rain just kept on coming, and with every break in the rain, a small visitor was attracted to the boat. As the rain continued, we had to furl in the headsail and began motoring, fighting the swell towards our destination of Golfito. Cruising in this area is known for its difficulties, and the rain really pelted down as we rounded Punta Mala, aptly named Bad Point in our opinion. Hey, little friend?
I don't know, he just came, he circled the boat for a while and then just came and decided to land on my head.
And another crew member joins the ranks. We now have 3 birds inside. We go and invite one of you on board and then you both have to come, huh? 5 hours later you turn up. Wow.
The birds seemed to have the right idea, hiding out downstairs while the rain poured down. They somehow knew how to exit and enter the boat as they pleased through the main hatch.
Are you glad that weather's finally behind us?
Yeah. There's probably still more to come, but at least it gives us a chance to dry out a bit. Oh, there's a tuna jumping in the water there.
Catch him.
You know that's not my style.
You like catching fish?
No, I just like having a line in the water.
Alright, going into night 2. Today was a rough day. It was a lot of rain. We're motoring at the moment because we just have no wind at all. And hopefully we'll catch a fish at least. And we got a bird party on board. These 3 little sparrows or swallows seem to be having quite the party in there. And then we've got another one of a different species as well who's been sleeping all day. He came in the first squall we went through. And we had another one that came and went already. So we're just a bird haven, a bird rescue boat at the moment. So it's kept us entertained though.
You just keep inviting all your friends. And now you're going to have some weird little bird party. And it kind of looks like you're trying to do something naughty. Don't go up into the V-berth. That's where Joel and I sleep. What are you doing?
Thankfully, as night fell, the rain eased up and clouds parted to allow some moonlight to shine through. The 4 new crew members were not pulling their weight, however, leaving Joel and I to do 3-hourly shifts through the night. So it's like almost 5 AM. We've had some really big ships come past us. I can't film them, it's just not, they're not bright enough to pick up on the camera, but it's really interesting because you see them, like you might first start seeing their lights 20 minutes, half an hour, and then all of a sudden they're right beside you. So you can see why it's so important to have someone on watch, and how even if you just doze off for 20 minutes, you could end up with a boat almost on top of you. We're outside of the shipping channel though, which is good, so we're pretty confident they are always about half a mile to our starboard, but still worth keeping an eye on because they're really, really, really big boats. They look like floating cities.
Beautiful sunrise. You guys ready to continue your journey, or are you just having a rest? You've been sleeping for like 12 hours. We got a big neighbour passing by.
With a clear day ahead, we began crossing the shipping channel to bring us closer to shore, a slightly intimidating process with big ships coming through at around 15 odd knots, and us doing a maximum of 6. We also passed the odd olive Ridley turtle on the way too. As you can see, the water is like glass, which is nice and comfortable, but it means we have absolutely no wind. We tried to raise the sails twice with no luck. They just were luffing around everywhere no matter which direction we turned, so for now we are motoring. But it is a beautiful day. Still not much wind, but enough for a sail. A beautiful, glorious sail. It's the final morning. We're about 8 hours from our destination, and we are motoring at the moment. The wind's just starting to pick up now, but we've had almost none for a few hours, so got a little bit of a sail in last night, but then had to motor again. And the wind direction's been very variable. It'll come from one side and then the other, which means we'd have to tack a lot. And when you're just one person, especially for me, being a bit of a novice still, it's not so easy for me to tack by myself with Joel trying to get some sleep. So we'll give it a few hours, and maybe in an hour, if the wind is still coming from the same direction, we can put the sails out. But we are officially in Costa Rica. So over there is Costa Rica. And we're heading to that point, and then we'll be heading into Golfito. It's not too far. The sun has finally come to say hello. Are you happy with how Chuffed handled the 4 days?
Yeah.
Was it 4 days? Yeah.
Just under. Maybe 3 days and 20 hours, but we're not there yet.
No. Don't count my chickens?
Yeah.
God, it's calm today, isn't it?
Yes, no wind at all.
Beautiful. So we're heading over in this direction, and Golfito, I think, is kind of behind that hill, from what we can tell. Look at that glassy water. So tomorrow we'll go and do our check-in process and everything. But for now, what we really need is a good night's sleep, uninterrupted. It's going to be magical. The check-in process in Golfito involves visiting 3 official offices: Immigration, Customs, and the Port Captain. Golfito is a small port community, so Customs was not open on Monday, and on Tuesday was having computer problems, so it actually took us a total of 3 days to complete the check-in process.
We just went and visited the Port Captain and found this cool Che train.
All aboard the Che train.
Up until the 1980s, Golfito's primary income came through growing and exporting bananas, until the company pulled out, leaving the majority of the community unemployed. Even now, most people here live well below the poverty line, but it's a really beautiful little town. Trains like this were used to haul bananas up the coast. Not only are we enjoying a beautiful sunset, but there are some dolphins swimming in the bay as well. I don't know if you can see their little fins popping up over there. There they are. And then over on this beautiful hill, there are macaws flying all around screaming as well. And Golfito really is a beautiful little town. We're loving it here already. Ah, the serenity. I'm trying to attract the dolphins. There is also a crocodile apparently, so hopefully I only attract the dolphins. Dolphins! Come and play with Chuffed! Apparently they're fancy dolphins, so they're heading over to the lagoon. Join us next episode to celebrate my birthday as we head to Playas and Kudos to relax and help animals in need. Until next time, stay chuffed everybody.